Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm Terry at Holding Your Space, and this is Morning Meditation and Chat. Hi, everybody. Hope you can hear me. Just coming on a little bit late, a minute late. Oh, excuse me, 1 minute. God, that'll wake you up. So, what is going on here, everybody? Judy's talking about bouncing in the street. So cool. Wow. What is this? Teresa Ford saying rain just hits different in the Pacific Northwest. It's like a calming hug, or I'm a weirdo. Actually, I'm a weirdo, but that doesn't negate how rain feels there, right? So I have yet to go to the Pacific Northwest, and I have a feeling that when I go, I'm going to be like, I am moving here. But it reminds me what I think of it as like Maine, because in Maine, it kind of hits like that. And England, it's a lot like that too. Where you just, it's so used to the rain. The rain is like second nature there. Anyway, coming in slow today, everybody. Oh, Judy, you listen to rain and thunder sounds. Yeah, they're beautiful. I love a sound bath when they do the rain and the thunder sounds. And um, a beautiful woman I know, Shannon. Um, um, Anyway, she does the sound things, the sound bath. She's really good, and she does, bird wings too. Oh, you'll feed me, Annie Bear? I would love that so much. Hey, Julie. Oh, sleep soul listening. Beautiful. Blessings, Fatima. Um, Diana. Boom shakalaka laka, boom shakalaka laka. We had a huge times 9 solar flare this morning. Wow. Hang on to your hats and rest if you have to. Yeah. So, speaking of which, schedules, times, it's all different now, isn't it? It's like whatever. I got an email this morning or not an email, a text from Jean Mayall, who is going to be on Saturday, and she has the big C. So I doubt that will be doing that, which is fine because I feel like we are always like the last 2 weeks have just been get and go. It just things have been coming together organically or not coming together organically because there's so much going on right now, right? Leah, you were taking care of twins. Your kids are 30. Oh, Leah, how cute. In your dreams last night. I had a weird dream. I was married to another, I think he was another movie star, but he wasn't one of my favorite movie stars. And something happened. There was like some sort of a thing in the heart was going on with people, like what is it called? Like a zombie thing in your heart. It was weird. He had some sort of a zombie thing. He was my favorite person. Paul, 10 years ago or years ago, I was told that if I have fun with Halloween, I was doing the devil's work. Is that true? I say it's crazy talk. I think it's crazy talk too, Paul. You know, my favorite thing about Halloween has always been giving. So I love the kids come and they get to show off their outfits and they're so proud and you get to give them something. And it's always been my favorite Halloween or my favorite Halloween, one of my favorite holidays. I get special gifts for all the kids on the block for Halloween. I give them a basket or a bag filled with like big bars and pretzels and and silly toys and stuff. And I don't do like a neighborhood exchange at Christmas really. I might take something to somebody, but Halloween's always been my favorite. And I like giving. I like the gifts and I get little like bracelets and stuff for the girls and the guys. But, anyway, yeah, yeah. Yeah, come to my house for trick or treat. I'll give you something. Oh, Annie, I've got a necklace here for you. I gotta mail it to you. Speaking of which, anyway, I'm gonna go back way back. Sally, good morning. Standing in the light, Anna Bear. Anna Bear's in early today. Yeah. I did get your, videos today too, Sally. So I will we'll talk about that sentence, the sentences. Hi, Fatima. Blessings, beautiful. Still dark. Yeah. Isn't it nice? Don't you love it? I think today is Yom Kippur too. It is on my calendar and my thing today. So a day of atonement. Off to grind beans. Wow. Happy Thursday. Yeah, happy birthday to anybody that has a birthday this week. My niece and my sister both have birthdays this coming week. Yeah. Let's see. Sally's getting her feeders done. That's another reason why everybody loves you and comes to your house, Sally, that you take care of everybody. Hi, CJ. How are you? Oh, no, Teresa. Good morning, beautiful people. I had one of those headaches in the night and it's gone, but my sinus is still a bit blurry. I might miss a bunch of chat, but I love y'all more than French fries. That's saying a lot. That's saying a whole lot. Yeah, and she's off. What? Judy has is it a Facebook, a food group of mine and chocolate? Wow. Yeah. I went out last night. Oh, shocking. I went to this, arts thing. It's I didn't know that's what it was gonna be, but it was, some friends invited me to see this band that I love, Making Movies. They're from KC, and they're, Panamanian. Anyway, so it's like that Latin Afro beat to it. It's just like, whoa. I mean, man, and they're amazing, and it was on a rooftop lounge, and it was, like, not very crowded because it was a benefit for, this program that does arts in the schools and helps to foster, kids, particularly in, schools that are, not well funded. So, anyway, it was fun. So I was up dancing till 10:30, which was good. Your body needs that, right? Your soul needs that. My soul needs that. Anyway, so I feel like I'm recharged today. Um, Hi, Shenanigans. How are you? Leah's here. Hello, beautiful. Good morning, all. Finally got my hiney out of bed before we began. Hey, take good care of yourself, man. Oh, okay. So, Diana, yeah, why your body decided to wake up with a headache. Yeah, Teresa. Okay, so you were taking care of your kids in your dreams, Leah. Yeah, right, Judy? Does anybody really know what time it is? Um, oh, you went back to sleep and woke at 8. Unusual. Yeah. Anyway, so Jean, texted me and said, "Terry, I just found out she had the big C." And I'm like, "Oh, let's, like, breathe into that and decide in a couple of hours." But, I doubt that we do it tomorrow or Saturday. But we'll do it the next week probably. So, pin her down. She's amazing. You guys have met her before, but oh my god. I'm so excited because her website, we've been doing these Read the Future nights for, I don't know, I think she's been doing them for 8 years or 10 years, and I've been a part of it for the last 4 or 5, and, We're just dung, 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 dung. Everything's getting picked. Good morning back. How are you? Hi, Diane. Diane G's here. Fatima. Hey, Liz. There she is. Good morning. Let's see. She steps on leaves and crunches all the old falsehoods. Wow. That's beautiful. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Amanda Ellis talks about a need in October to jump timelines, and Archangel Sandalin, Shamuel, Milan, and Uriel. Wow, Jane. Oh, that sounds amazing. I don't know that I've got them where I can find them, but I collect prayer cards. Like when I go traveling, I like to get prayer cards from different countries, and I love the ones from Mexico in Spanish. They're just so beautiful and ornate. And oh, here's one. Oh, Fatima. This is the Virgin of Fatima. So anyway, she's kind of hard to see because she's all golden. Well, there we go. Isn't she pretty? I love them. Anyway, it's all in Spanish. But yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. I think we are. I'm just kind of going with it. There she is. Hello, my friend. Amy's with us this morning. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Amy. Let's see. Oh, good. Jane put that in there. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, come to my house for trick or treat. We used to have a big party every year at my old house. Ooh, Annie, you give out full-size candy. Everybody's gonna go to your house. So, our city is, like Hallmark cards is based here, and so is Russell Stover Candies. And the Russell Stovers, they used to live in, this really beautiful area of Kansas City, in Kansas side called Mission Hills, and big mansions, and every year we'd drive over there and they'd give out huge things of candy. And then there were nuns in another part of town, at a convent, and they would give out homemade fudge. I mean, which nobody would do that now, right? Well, I guess the nuns would. Annie Bear, you woke every 2 hours. You're tired. Yeah. Once my kid got a scare, the fake looking hand in the candy bowl was the homeowner's. He grabbed my son's hand and he freaked out. Bless him. Yeah, that's not good. That's not very kind to a little guy, is it? Nah. Yeah, and then when we were going through the pandemic, what did you guys do for handing out candy? I just put a big tub at the on our steps and dropped things off to the kids on their doorsteps in the neighborhood. Judy, I used to live on a mountain top. I bought tons of candy, but for me, no trick-or-treaters. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Let's see. You've heard of that band, Leah? Making movies? Yeah, they've been doing national tours now. They are incredible. And, this is their hometown, so their families were here, and everybody was up dancing and just having a good time. They're kinda like almost punk Latino and Afro. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's so much fun. Leah, you have 1 child. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that you know of. Right? You have to talk to Dr. Gale and find out how many, hybrids we have, right? I think she told me I had 16 hybrids once. But very fertile on the galactic path. Teresa, I'm actually pain-free, but it takes a while to regulate fully after it passes. Oh, good. Good, Teresa. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, Marby, good morning. Beautiful. Um, let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Good morning. Good morning. Debbie, three shifting veils. Just look at that sunrise or sunset. That's so beautiful. I want to be there now. I could barely be online at all yesterday. Anyone else? Yeah, it was a lot yesterday. Take naps, you guys. Relax. I know Annie Bear sent me a picture of herself or of her TV in Downton Abbey. And you know, I think that's important to have a space for comfort, a space for grief, a space for whatever you need it for, but making that space. And sometimes it's a show that you like to watch, and sometimes it's a sofa. Hey, Mary Thornberry, how are you? Mary Spirit, good morning. So today is Yom Kippur. We were talking about that, the Day of Atonement. It's traditionally fasting, and a lot of Christian and even Muslims have that Day of Atonement, and it usually coincides with Yom Kippur as well. But so I was looking up, how to celebrate it this morning, and they were talking about making kuchen, and my mom used to make a kuchen. So anyway, I'm thinking I might go to the store and get a few things and make it. It's not my favorite thing, but it just sounds like fun to make. A lot of candy companies. Yeah, dentists are rich everywhere, I think, Annie. Oh, Judy, your aunt lived in Mission Hills? Yeah. So then, um, my sister, her first partner, they weren't married, but they had a child together. Anyway, they were together for a long time. He was good friends with the guy that bought the Russell Stovers mansion. So he invited us over to look at it, and it was amazing. They had a sundae, the old fashioned sundae things where you've got for making ice cream sundaes, and where you've got like the compartments for all the different for strawberries, for cherries, for chocolate sauce, for fudge. They had the whole thing, a huge professional one in their kitchen. I thought that was the height of elegance. um, October 13th is the anniversary of his last apparition, the Day of Miracles of the Sun in Portugal. Oh, I'm going to write that down. October 13th. The miracle of the sun. I think we need to celebrate that. I love anything to do with the sun, Fatima, and a miracle too. That's amazing. I love the show where the chic Tamara fixes bargain mansions. Oh yeah, the chick Tamara. Yeah, right? Candy on the Mountains. Yeah, Candy Mountain. You guys remember that? Any of your kids or you go through that? The unicorn that moved to Candy Mountain. Oh, you moved the handing out bags to the end of the drive during 2021. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get caught up with everybody 'cause I might miss somebody. Our sun is inhabited. Yeah. Wow, Leah, I love that. I think so. Do you guys? Yeah, I totally believe that our sun is alive. Right. Hey, Miss Charlotte, how you doing? Yeah, I think that, okay, now what about the moon? What do you guys think about the moon? Some people feel like the moon is a garage, like it's a stopping spot for, plant for, extraterrestrial blah. you know, galactics, for their ships and that they store things there. So I wonder if the moon has consciousness, but I guess everything has consciousness, doesn't it? Because all energy is consciousness. Leah says, yeah, the moon is hollow. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, Leah, which makes a lot of sense, but it still has so much power, um, doesn't it? It's interesting. Okay, Paul, we'll see you later on. Lots of love. Yeah. In its house, races fleeing from destruction. Ooh. Wow, I love that. Right, Liz? Everything has energy. Yeah. Okay, on October 13th is the miracle of the Sun of Our Lady of Fatima. That's beautiful. And that's who I have here, Our Lady of Fatima. That is so funny, Fatima, that, yeah, a Virgin de Fatima. And I don't know how to, um, I don't do Spanish. I mean, I can do it, "Hi, how are you?" Get the check, and I always speak in Spanish when I go to Mexico, but I don't. Not very good at it. Yeah. Okay. I call the moon Unchi. Unchi. I love that. Jeff, good morning. So that means grandmother. Well, grandmother is a place in the storm, isn't it? Oh. Leah, it was put here to stabilize us. And it does, doesn't it? I mean, we really, are stabilized by it. Our bodies, our waters. Yeah. Oh, Jeff, good to see you. I miss you. Um, oh, Brenda. You had a stunning dream that you had to write it all down before I could join you this morning. Oh, Teresa, yeah. Totally believe that source is at the center of everything. Everything is source, so it's all alive. 100%. Spill it, Brenda. Annie Bear. Um, Amazing miracles in the sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima. Your parents were there. Wow, beautiful. That's on the is that in Portugal? I know they have one, they have, or is that in Mexico? I can't remember. I know Candy Mullen was at in a little town on the west coast of Mexico a couple of years ago, and, there was a cathedral there for Our Lady of Fatima. Yeah, please come to the dream show and share. Definitely, Brenda. Can you guys hear that? The background? That's, squirrels. Squirrels are back there singing. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa si pasa? Mary, I listened to a press conference about the hurricane. Will Holt said, words cannot truly capture the magnitude of destruction as Mother Nature took back her mountains. Oh, let's see. Mary, yeah, such a powerful statement. You know, yeah, I feel like everything's topsy-turvy right now, and we're kinda just riding the flow with all of it because it's, um and we kinda knew that coming into this year that this was gonna be the state. Things like this were gonna be happening, and there were gonna be, storms and all this, but but it's very unexpected that the places that were hit with this. I mean, it's like, and I was talking with this to some other people too. Well, we've been all been talking about it a lot, but, isn't it interesting that would happen, um, in that area? Asheville is such a spiritual area, and, they call it, the Sedona of the East, and, really interesting, and also I've always looked at Sedona or not Sedona, but, at that Asheville area as being very, very climate friendly. Um, so what you don't know, I have a moon in Cancer, and it's a ride. Yeah, totally guessing, but you think the moon surface is for Sears because I see moving pictures in it. Ooh, I love that. The reason it doesn't rotate is so ships can come and go on the dark side of the moon. Yeah. Yeah. Annie Bear's been having beautiful, beautiful pictures on her show. Aw, Mary Spirit, good morning. I love that cat. The sun is finally here today in Reading, Pennsylvania. PA. That's Pennsylvania, right? Pretty sure. Isabel. Um, Miss Charlotte says, I remember throwing a rock and wondered, did I just give it a ride of its life? It is in Portugal, Fatima. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Isabel. Yeah. I thought it was. I know there are cathedrals all over. Oh, good, Brenda. Thank you. She appeared in Portugal to three shepherds' children. And yeah, does anybody remember that story? I think it was the three shepherds' children, I remember. And then wasn't it also that the priest didn't believe them that they had seen her? And is this I can never remember though if this is the time that they brought back all the roses. Um, yep, yeah, they are coming in. Oh, Isabel, you're Portuguese. I love that. Are you in Portugal, Isabel? Um, I have not been to Portugal. I want to go. It's so beautiful. Or all the pictures I see. Yeah, prayers for peace. Yeah, yeah. San Miguel Azores. Oh, beautiful, Fatima. I was in San Miguel Diente in Mexico 2 years ago. And that was one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen there. It's actually not a cathedral to Archangel Michael. It's the parish church, but it looks like a cathedral. It's beautiful. Does Mary still appear to people? I heard she said last time she was not coming back because we didn't listen about the care of the earth and generating peace. I think a lot of us, I don't know, what do you think, Lisa? I think a lot of people here see Mary, her divine feminine energy. I always see, I see with Mary all the time is that uh, healing heart, the golden heart of forgiveness and redemption and healing, um, and and the heart of Jesus, Yeshua, and Mary. Um, I think they work together with that healing heart, but that's just me. Um, oh, Leah, that lamb was washed of karma, put upon it by the white man. So very sorry for it happened. Yeah, wow. The places that were hit during the storm is where the Trail of Tears began. Tropical storms rarely turn left once they come ashore. Oh, interesting. Here we have all in a row, um, our beautiful friends, sisters with, indigenous, um, ancestors. That is beautiful. I mean, it's so sad, but beautiful. Yeah. Oh, it's next to Spain and Europe. You've been there many times. Yeah. I, um, I gotta say when I go, over there, I go to England. My brother lives in England, so we do that and we go to Greece, but, someday I'll go over there and just, do my own thing, but it'll be a little while. Feels like disasters make people open their minds, and once they are willing to receive, they open their hearts to more love. Yeah, Teresa. They really do, don't we? We forget about our differences. I think, Gaia is giving us this opportunity to, like, if you see somebody in the water and you have to save them, and I'm just thinking about that guy that jumped in to save that woman. He didn't ask, "Are you a Democrat or a Republican?" What's your stance on, abortion? What's your stance on this or that? We just help each other, and, it helps us recognize the light in each other. Um, Kelly, um, I'm so sorry you didn't get your notification. That's what happens with YouTube. So YouTube does that on a regular basis. If you're a moderator, and I'll make moderators maybe tomorrow, because I have to go in through, um, what's it called? Uh, YouTube with it, not StreamYard to make moderators, but they do that on a regular basis, don't they, guys? You'll get your bell taken off. So you just have to go in every so often and hit the bell, Kelly. I'm sorry, it's just YouTube. They're just playing with us. Yeah, Lori. Hi, Kelly. Viviani, good morning, beautiful. I'm so glad you made it too before the end. Yeah, we're still talking. We're still chatting. Mary Spirit. Oh, okay. Oh, everybody's there in Pennsylvania. Wow. Yeah, and a lot of people from Washington too. State. Love it where my cats get me back. I do the same thing with your puppy. Oh, yeah. I would imagine Zeppelins out there. Oh, yeah. Do you guys speak Portuguese? We lived on Maui for not very long, but, I loved it. And there was, the gentleman that worked for us there, he was Portuguese, and and they all spoke Portuguese. They spoke English too, but a lot of you don't think about that, um, the immigrants that come in, and a huge amount of Portuguese immigrants in Hawaii. But, yeah, they had great T-shirts at that concert last night I went to. It was immigrants. We are all immigrants, I think is what the T-shirt was. Oh, Kelly, this has helped me in a better frame of mind each day. You're welcome. It is a nice place to come and have coffee and chat. Biggest message was to pray for peace. Yeah, Liz, right? She was the mother of, Yeshua and the mother of the tribe. Really interesting. Oh, I didn't know you were from Brazil, Viviani. Oh, talk about beautiful. That's where I want to go too. Oh, you're cooking beans. take care of the gut, the second brain. It will take care of us. Yeah. Do a travel tour. Oh, I just signed up to go to the retreat in Sedona with, Kevin and Debbie and Jeffrey. So, I'll do some shows from there. Oh, with all of you. I have thought about that, Sally. Um, uh, you know, in Kathmandu, if anybody wants to go to Nepal, that's what I was kinda thinking of organizing. Um, we can go there and go to Kathmandu and a few places around, and they have, anyway, the Tibetan Buddhist, monastery there that we work with, that we help, um, it's beautiful. It's a private monastery. It's not open to the public, but, um but I could get everybody in. We could go visit. It's so beautiful. So there's many, many places to visit there. Um, yeah, we all wanna come visit Sal. Right, Miss Charlotte? Thank you. Mary loves us more than did not come back. I think she's always in our hearts, that beautiful divine, heart. Debbie, 2 died young and 1 became a nun. The Pope refused to release the 3rd warning when the time came. Is this about, Our Lady of Fatima and the kids that saw her, Debbie? Isabel, you were born so close to the sanctuary. We talk about vortices, a vortex, and it feels like that's such sacred ground. Yeah, they are all about unconditional love, whether we listen or not. 100%, man. Round 1 complete. Sally's feeding her animals. Yeah, right? Yeah, they don't judge, they don't punish. Yeah, we're releasing the us versus them for sure. Um, no more feeding 2D. We are holy and sacred. I love that. I'm hearing my song of for Mary Magdalene for a couple of days. I'm hoping she has a message, but maybe she's just showing she's with us. I'm feeling a lot of that too, um, Brenda, that, um, and Our Lady of the Lake has been coming in a lot because I feel like she's rising. And she's just the epitome of the divine feminine, isn't she? Just like Mary's. I mean, I think that, that divine feminine energy portrays itself in so many different ways, so many different aspects, like Durga. Today is a holy day, and, it's interesting. It's a Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur. It's also, the beginning of a 10-day, festival, Buddhist festival. So, anyway, in Nepal and Tibet, and I think in India as well. Love to recommend thanking yourself for being here now, all the experiences we share. There are no mistakes, no judgment. Yeah, right? Oh, Sally, thinking back to on Hurricane Maria in 2017, recall the loss of life was, wow, 3,000. And the president tossed out rolls of paper towels. Yeah, 45. I'll never forget that. And people were kind of smiling like, when you've been through trauma, you don't really have all the tools of how you want to react, especially if you're a child, but just we're all children, right? And somebody throwing a thing of paper towels at you, they were like, and they smiled because they didn't know how to react to that. And certainly you wouldn't wanna get on his bad side because you need the help. There's nothing more humbling than when someone gets help from someone they did not like or understand. Yeah. So my son, I don't talk about this very often, but he's on the autism spectrum. And I gotta say that really humbled me um, because I needed help. And and it's interesting to go through that. And and once you go through something like that, it does reset your brain. Yeah. Good morning, Sharon O'Brien. We're still yakking here this morning. We'll do a probably just breath work today. I We are all special. Mary, the mother of Jesus, is always trying to save us. Yeah. Hi, Odelia. Good morning. What a beautiful name. Odelia Morderas. Morderas? I don't know. I probably slayed that. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful picture, Kelly. The opportunity for joy. Yeah. One of the children, Lucia, passed away a little time ago. Oh, Isabel, I'm sorry. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? Today is like a coffee chat day, it turns out. That's what we needed, so that's okay. Hi, bright, shiny Ray. You've been lurking as always. Oh, good to see you. What? Kelly, good morning. You have an update to your picture. It's a catfish 10 years ago. Aw, that's not a catfish. That's just a beautiful picture. I'm sure you still look the same. Aw. Okay, Annie Bear's gotta feed the squirrels. Um, yeah, right, Miss Charlotte. We all immigrated here from the great beyond. Yeah. I'm first generation on my mom's side, and I think third generation on my dad's side. But my kids, their dad, his family came here, before the not the revolution, oh, yeah, I guess it was the revolution, wasn't it, against England? So, yeah, they were here a long time. You just arrived. You're lying. That's funny. You speak Portuguese, Viviani? Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Oh, Fatima. Lots of healing to you, honey. Sharon Foster, good morning. And you have your rose. Yeah, I'm glad you made it into the chat. Yeah, we're kind of chatting away here today. Um, I love the rose because the rose reminds me a lot of Our Lady. It's so feminine, divine feminine. Yeah, Mr. Boo can always come anywhere he wants to. Oy. The song Here Comes the Sun, sung by the Beatles, has Portuguese chorus. I didn't know that, Leah. I love, Here Comes the Sun. I always sing that to my kids when I change their diapers. So I always have I don't have a vision of, the waist, but I have a vision of them laughing every time I hear that song. I think I sing it to my niece too. Still hits 100, but it's getting to be cooler. Yeah, so you gotta get it done early. I get it. Get her done. You have the same, Judy? Oy. It's gonna be 90 here today, but it's been beautiful. That concert I went to was on a rooftop last night, and I had a jacket and a scarf on, and then today it'll be 90. But yeah, okay. Oh, the children were pure, and the church prosecuted them for a while. So sad, so sad. They were scared, right? They were scared that somebody else would have the power. Throwing the paper towel with no compassion. Yeah. Sonia, good morning. Yeah, right? A hard time with people that lord over others in need. Yeah, and 45 did that. I mean, do you remember he was in a conversation with the governor of Puerto Rico? And she was amazing. Talk about a woman standing in her power. Lori, my niece is a devout Catholic. She sent a video about the third warning of Mother Mary. It was about the area of Ukraine. That is why Michael is a protector. Her message is being honored now. Lori, I raised my kids in the Catholic Church. So I was raised in it. And they went to Catholic schools. And, I had so many close friends that are still very, very devout Catholics. And I don't go to church anymore, but um, I always thought it was beautiful because we'd be having dinner or something and they'd have a beautiful prayer. And if you went to stay at their lake house or something, um, they would go to their rooms and do their afternoon prayers. And it works for a lot of people, and I quite frankly, it's very close to Buddhism, a lot of people say, in that, a lot of churches, because, um, there's so much ceremony in Catholicism and in Buddhism, and the service is very close. Not perhaps not what they talk about. And Buddhism is just a way of life, right? But, anyway, I have a lot of, warmth for that space, except for except for the ways that, they're going right now. It's really hard. They're going really right wing. Oh, Odelia is your sister, Fatima. I've met you before, Odelia. Or do you have another sister that comes on too, Fatima? I've been told I have the traits of being on the spectrum by people who have family on it, but never diagnosed. I feel a kinship too. Teresa, everybody in my family has something quirky. We're all somewhere on the spectrum. All the nieces and nephews and, you know, are all a little quirky, which I like quirky. I don't have a problem with it. I feel like it's a gift. Yeah, pure unconditional love, right? It's about yeah, and not only that, that pure unconditional love, but also like that mama bear strength. I really feel with Mary too. I mean, they say that she also wrote um, books that were not included in the Bible. She and Mary Magdalene both. But yeah, she was a prophet. Um, Isabel, your son's autistic. Yeah. They have such joys, don't they? I mean, the way they react to things is so refreshing sometimes. Oh, there is a squirrel here that will knock my patio door and tell me it's time for feeding, Miss Charlotte. Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, Chick Cat Lady. Today we're just talking. We didn't get time to get any, isn't that funny? I guess that's healing in itself. Liz got cereal. What? Yeah. My, my squirrels do not get cereal. Oh, our squirrels are like squirrels that eat everything in your garden. and, I have a pear tree out front, and usually I have a huge, um, bountiful harvest on that pear tree. They're really good. They're little pears, but they're so sweet. They do have a texture. Anyway, but, I hand them out to all the neighbors because you can't eat them fast enough. But, the squirrels and the raccoons got them this year. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of similarities between autism and ADHD. Yeah, high masking. Your mom never went beyond having you put on meds for ADHD, which oh, yeah, awful reaction to shenanigans, yeah. Yeah, it's all on the spectrum. I think they've thrown away that, or they will throw away that diagnosis. Yeah, yes, I'll come and go to the monastery. I can put together something. I just heard from, Dawa yesterday. They have had horrible mudslides in Nepal, and we don't read about that, but hundreds of people have died there too. Um, and the monastery is on top of a mountain, I need to add. We don't have to walk, but we can get taxis, but, um, it's it's beautiful. Oh, Teresa, you burned Palo Santo yesterday, and the air purifier didn't engage. Must have needed the smoke to stick around a while. Oh, Miss Charlotte, yeah. Oh, the bats drink all the bird feeder, yeah. Well, everybody, what fun. Yeah, just tossing the paper towels reminded me of my childhood when I would bring gum to school and all the kids would flock around me, so I would toss it. That's kinda like Halloween, isn't it? Being able to give things to people. Yeah. You know, they often don't diagnose, girls. Girls are kind of their our brains, are a little bit faster and developing than boys. That I think that's why boys get, diagnosed a little later, and so we're better at masking. And just being a girl, we're better at masking. Not that boys don't mask, but, um, typically girls do because we're supposed to be good girls. We're not supposed to get mad. We're not supposed to say anything. So, yeah, it's changing, but it's changing slowly. Yeah, the judgment. Stop judging so much ourselves, right? Oh, shenanigans. You had panic attacks when you were little. Oh, kept you awake through the night till you were 6 and started you on meds shortly after. You know, they gave my son meds, or I gave him meds. They, um, he was on meds for a couple of years, I think, and it made a huge difference. It was the difference of night and day when he was at school until it didn't, and then it was anxiety, and so then we tried both, um, but I worked with a homeopath, and he said, "Listen," 'cause we did all sorts of other things, or, like Chinese herbs and, homeopathic medicines and whatnot, and, it we kinda had a balance there until it wasn't working, and then we got off him, but I took, one of his, um, pills for ADHD once, and I was like, "Oh, this is what normal people feel. This is how normal people see the world," and then I was on it, um, at not Adeline, I can't remember what it's called, but, and once I was on it, then I got anxiety too after I was on it for a while. Oh, you have another sister? I thought that her name was a little different, your other sister. Recovering Catholic Isabel. Yeah, ditto. Ah, your life is pretty boring. Sally says, I don't think so. You used to have a big life. Now you've been restricted, trying to find your next. Aren't we all trying to find our next? I think, Sally, when I look at your life, it looks beautiful. Yeah. Um, Bora Bora, hey girl. Lori, your family's on the neurodivergent spectrum also. We are convinced the higher realm needs many of us to be. It helps us to be natural, detached from the ways of the world. Yeah. Well, empaths, right? It's too much. A lot of times when you come from a different dimension, you're not used to the gravity here or the senses. A lot of kiddos coming in, too much sensory overload. Um, Mary, you never got diagnosed properly. Yeah, yeah, so much. Um, Leah, this is interesting. There are very few autistic and ADHD kids in Africa. It's a thing we have here. Maybe our foods and meds have created these conditions. We have so much to learn. Also, the way they raise their kids in Africa, Leah. There was a movie around. This is a long time ago, maybe 15 or 20 years ago, but um, like the kids in Africa get to play, and they don't start school till later. I think a lot of them, but also, the kids are left to figure it out themselves. And the moms are busy and the dads are busy. I'm talking about tribal. And, and it was a lot different. Like, at first, they're bound, you know, carry them in your thing, and, and then they're just left to play while the mom's off working or doing whatever she's doing, you know, if she goes somewhere. Not too far, but they get to wander a little bit and figure things out on their own. They're not kind of pushed. And I feel like I really did push my son, because I wanted him to be successful and probably normal. Um, and I just, I wish it would have been different. Okay, well, we better get going. This is such a good conversation, though. Energies are too powerful for you often. You tend to shatter emotionally, but I rebuild fast too. Yeah, me too. If I'm going through something that's um too much energy, or if I'm very sensitive if somebody says something to me, and it takes me a little while. I've gotten better because I'm trying to react to everything with curiosity now, but it's a lot. Yeah, easier to chat on your computer. Never go off planet without your sister, am I right? We have our own dear sis, Teresa Ford and Kelly. Aw, that's beautiful. I just saw Gerald. Gerald, where are you, sir? There he is. Aw, hi, Gerald. He's so sweet. I think we're doing something together next week. You, me, and Betsy, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I saw it on my calendar. It could be the next week. Um, yeah. Huh. Oh, Annie's got beautiful things on her channel, doesn't she? Yeah. Yeah. All right, everybody. Um, yeah, back in the day, US diagnosed more as schizophrenic, and Europe diagnosed as manic depressive. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just gonna throw everything out, is what I've heard. That big, huge book that had all the diagnoses in it. I forget what it's called, but it's a famous book, and they said they're just tossing them. You just are who you are. Oh, I will. Yeah. Okay, Fatima has an appointment today to see a specialist for a lump under her arm, so we're all gonna send you energy right now, Fatima. Is it on your left side? The DSM-5. That's correct, Shannon or Sharon. Yeah, prayers to our Fatima and anybody here that needs it. So, anyway, oh, it was lovely to see everybody. Yeah, the right side, okay, okay. Um, yeah, lots of love to you, Fatima. We're just gonna surround you in pink light with green under your arms, which may not be attractive, but it's very healing. Oh, navy beans are cooked. Time to walk. All right, my friends. Oh, bright shining ray, and for your friend with liver cancer. Yeah, she's having tests today, bright shining ray. Holding her in the light, most beneficial outcome for all of us. And I want to add Nick, our friend Nick, in there. He wasn't in for the last few days. He hasn't been feeling well. All right, everybody. Well, love to everybody. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll get a good big healing in tomorrow too. But time and space don't matter, do they? All right. Have a great one. Drink some water and some coffee. Coffee.